Hello, today we're going to do another my take on a bracelet that's going in one direction, but I think I want to center it and make it go in two directions. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and today I'm going to play with this. This is pattern number 37167 over on friendshipbracelets.net, and it's kind of an interesting pattern. I kind of think this is going to be a fun one to play with. It just uses 3 primary colors and then 3 strands of like the black. So yeah, we'll get into that in a second. First, let me just copy this and bring it over to my template. Now, as always, we're going to need to rotate this 90 degrees, like so. Ooh. I think I'm also going to flip it vertical. There, because I kind of want the diamonds going upwards. Alright, and now I need to expand it. Sorry, that took a second there to think my way through which direction that goes, vertical or horizontal. So, that looks good. Because what I want to do is, I'm going to start from the middle, I'm going to go up, and I want these diamonds facing upwards. So otherwise, I would have taken a lot more thinking to be able to make that happen. So now, starting in the center, how are we going to do this? My thought is, if this completes as a full diamond, right down here, that might actually make it so that way it goes in both directions. So it's a question of which one do we want to start with. And actually, I don't think I mind using the colors that they have provided. Hang on, my color picker is got a big huge radius. Let's bring that down. Alright, so green. Yeah, let's do it. Where's our center? Right here. So there's the green middle, and then outside of the green is this blue. Mind you, I didn't have to do underneath here, but I just kind of wanted to see it. And then outside of that is this red. And then the red makes a small diamond above that. And the blue goes around all of this. So this one repeats itself rather quickly, which is interesting, because if you notice, like from the other pattern, it didn't take very many rows before it goes back to the original. So that's kind of neat. And this would be a fine one for just going in one direction, like starting at the top with like the teardrop loop and just going until you feel that the bracelet is long enough. That would be kind of cool. But I was thinking this might look kind of neat having a center that sort of just kind of goes off in both directions. And part of bracelet design is, you know, trying out something different, see something that you like an element of, and then playing with it. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. So now this is the red part. They got the blue around it. And then this green, it goes around this. Okay. And it seems easy enough to see which path the green takes. It's just kind of straightforward. So this is going to be relatively simple for the most part. The question will be, what happens when we get to the end, and where in the pattern will we be when we do get to the end? Because starting at the center means I've kind of anchored that, but we don't know what's going to happen with the other part. So the green comes up, it too makes the small diamond. Easy peasy. So out of the three colors that make up the design, it's obvious it's the blue that is making the most work. I suspect all three of them will get used a lot, but it's the blue that definitely gets done just a little bit more. All right. And then, yeah, the red comes outside. Yeah, this is a kind of pattern where once you kind of see what you got going on, you wouldn't have to look at the pattern very often. It just repeats itself sort of in this way. I think the only reason I'll have to keep looking at the pattern is to see how far down I've gotten, to see when the middle actually happens. Because sometimes it's possible where it just feels like you've got so much more room and then you just blow right past the middle. And yeah, I've done that in the past. It happens. On those occasions, probably just leave it the way it is, and just make a new one, because if you get too far, it's just too much hassle to take out the knots. You've already created something else. So hopefully the end just ends like this, like where the blue just comes up. That would be a pretty nice ending for this. We'll see. So if you guys haven't already, you should check out my Discord page where people can share images. Sometimes when we're doing like the live streams, I've had people comment on the things that they're working on. And over on Discord, we can share those images and talk about it. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely recommend joining that group. So this is not quite ending how I had hoped. I'm not sure if we're just going to leave out a row. Let's... Making a bracelet just one row short is definitely a possibility. Because, yeah, I don't see trying to do another diamond up there. Although, what we can do is we have an awful lot of black. The other three strings in this thing are black. So we could have one black row out here. That would not be bad. So now I am going to just double check to make sure that all the colors that we put in are the right colors, like all this underlying stuff. Because in the name of doing things easier, we're just going to grab ourselves a nice gray in case we want to change the color later on. And we're going to get this tool here, which allows me to select by the color. So that's all the bluish color. And now we're going to fill the whole section with the paint bucket. And there we go. All the gray are done. Now we go back to similar colors so we don't accidentally leave that in the wrong thing. And we have effectively painted all of that. So now all that's left is to select this top half here. Control C, Control V, that is a copy and a paste. We get the flip tool. We are flipping this vertically. We get the moving tool. Just put that down there. Oh, went too far. And now we anchor the layer. And you can see our centerpiece is the red does the little circles on both sides. We have like a little green diamond in the very, very center with the blue just going over it. And then the bottom goes out in the same way that the top goes. So there's our bracelet. Relatively quick, painless, as it should be. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I did. I think this is going to be a fun bracelet. I'm going to make this on the live stream this Saturday. So if you want to see this getting made and see if I have any cool thoughts about it or something, yeah, you can come over there and check that out. Thanks to my Patreon supporters who make this possible. Couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, the link is in the description. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.